2007-08 to the current year. So we still have 58,000 students. We still have the same number of schools. Our expenses are rising. Education funding is decreasing, but we still have an obligation to educate our children and to ensure that they succeed. So amidst all of our successes, yes, there's still work to be done. And that's why I'm assuming you're here tonight, because you want to find out about that work and how you can best partner with us. So again, we're proud of our successes, and we attribute that to our teachers that are here tonight, to our school level administrators, to our parents, we're our parents, to our students, working together with all of those, thank you, and especially to our members of the community who care about and support education. Because education is a team effort, and we recognize that in Santa Ana, and we thank the Assembly member for bringing us together tonight, because it is a team effort. So as a team, we need to know what has led to our losses and what has led to our wins. And what do we need to do about that? So we recognize how we need to improve. We recognize the importance of education in Santa Ana. And now we're going to help explain to you what do these designations mean.
So we're going to speed this up. We have our 6 schools out of our 55 Santa Ana Unified School District, schools that were identified as priority schools. Go to the next slide, please. Here are the demographics of the schools, and again, we will get this when at the end of the presentation. You can see, for example, Valley High School, 2,600 students, 77% free and reduced lunch, English learners 45%, and then we also included how many students were English language learners when they entered the school. And as you can see up there, 29% entered as English learners at Valley, 32 at Santa Ana, 30 at Saddleback, 32 at Century, 30 at Willard, and almost 29 at Sierra. An important point is, we fill out work permits for our students. And because of that, we're able to keep track of how many students are working full-time or part-time. 65% of the 2010 seniors worked full-time or part-time while they're going to school. Next slide, please. Criteria. It took us a while to be able to find out what the criteria was for this, and when we did, there are 4 things that are priority school. One is, have they met the federal targets? Federal targets are different than state. Here is the bar. Did you reach it in mathematics and language arts? They be Title I and program improvement, and you get into program improvement by not meeting those targets. So those are the 2 things that got us in. We did meet our API, that 800, moving towards the 800 and growth, and the federal graduation rate over 60%, we did meet that. So those first 2 numbers got us in. Next slide, please. Here is some more information about those particular 6 schools. I have at the top, and you will see later, that in 2007, the target was 23% for English language arts. In 2008, it grew to 34%, and in 2009, it grew to 49%. So each year, that federal target moves, and in English language arts and math, for 3 years, we did not make it. We did make our API. We did make our federal graduation rate. We have the 2000 been released by the state, and the college going rate also is up there, and that we have received from the National Clearinghouse. So that's where we get our data. You can also get it from DataQuest on the California Department of Education site. So designated as a priority school, March 10th. This was a process that should have taken a year. We had 6 months or less to do it. Gathered input from schools and community, looked at the different change models, and wrote a grant to apply for funding to help us with our school improvement. The process is a bit lengthy and a little difficult to read from there, but it included more than 2,800 people in our community, parents, students. We had district teams. We worked with our employees association, and we came up with a school improvement plan that we submitted to the state. You'll some of the concerns that arose were parent and parent communication and involvement. I'll give you 2 samples of some of the things that our schools are doing. We now have parent resource centers coordinated by community liaisons that are on site. Our principals are working to hold meetings at times that are comfortable for parents. For example, at Century, we had a parent meeting on Sunday. We had over 500 parents attend. We were working with Immaculate Heart of Mary to talk about having some parent meetings over there when it's more convenient for parents. School-home relationships. To begin making that bond and improving it, the Willard Intermediate School staff, all 6th grade teachers went to the homes and visited the incoming 6th grade students, and also outreach staff. Next slide, please. I'm just giving you little bitty samples here. Instructional practices. If you are behind in English language arts or math, if you are an English language learner, you need more time learning English, learning math. And so all our schools are now developing 2 periods, or have in place 2 periods of English and mathematics for students below grade level. We're focusing on English language development and academic vocabulary. Safety and discipline, another concern. These 2 programs that you see that are listed here, Safe and Civil School and positive behavioral interventions and supports, those 2 programs are in all 6 of our schools and many of our secondary schools as well. And they evaluate the school environment, the discipline process, and work with teachers to provide a positive learning environment. So this is something all our schools have revised in cooperation with their parents, their discipline practices, and their communication with parents as well. And our wonderful school police chief, Valentine, has seen that we have school police officers assigned to every site. So we've had everybody involved. We certainly want more of you to be involved in the process. Our doors are open. We have plans in place that started the first day of school. The plans include teacher compacts, revised discipline plans, parent leadership, teacher training, and all that was in place by the first day of school. So we were very pleased with that. And we'll talk to you more about those plans after our forum, and also invite you to a meeting on Thursday night. So I'll turn it back over to the Assemblyman.
I wanted to also make sure we recognize the staff that are here, the CSEA present here, and the classified staff present. It is truly that partnership effort of coming together. And again, you saw that we're not running away from anything. We are going to face what we have to do, but we're facing it together, and a great deal of gratitude goes out to the Senate Educators Association for sitting down with us and saying, over the summer, what do we need to do to make it work? This didn't happen across the state and other districts, but teaming together, supporting one another, listening to each other's issues and concerns to make that happen.
And even talking to us ship to shore cruise.
Very good. Thank you both. Let's give them